This video you're about to watch is going to teach you my bias, my framework, how I get into the trade, my entry time frame, and my checklist. So if you don't want to learn about my bias and my framework, now it's time for you to skip this video. I want to give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. If you are still here, welcome to my channel. My name is Darlington, and in this channel I document my journey from a 5K account to a million pro firm. I'm documenting this journey, and I'm also sharing every trade, every loss, every break even, and every winning. I want to be transparent as possible. I don't want anything to be gibbish. I just want to be transparent as possible. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you a trade I took on NAS 100. I'm going to break down from a higher time frame perspective down to 1 minute time frame. This is not cherry picked. This is not hindsight garbage. I took a trade live and I'm going to share with you. Okay, good morning. Today I want to go over the trade I took on 16th of July, and I want to show you why I took the trade. So I'm going to start from a daily time frame and explain top down why I took the trade. So this was why I took the trade. I'm going to replay price back a bit. I don't want to replay price back a bit because it's going to be hectic. Okay, but let me replay price. Okay, I can replay price. Now, this was the reason why I took the trade. Now, if you can look closely, you're going to see the pattern I normally trade. If you can look closely, you're going to see the pattern I normally trade. You can see this is the high of the first candle, and this is the low of the first candle. Now this is candle 1, this is candle 1, and this is candle 2. So now candle 2 has taken the highs of candle 1 and closed bearish. So I'm anticipating for candle 3 to go in here and target this low. So this is my draw on liquidity. This is my draw on liquidity. Okay, I'm gonna go into let me go into 1 hour time frame first, then we start from there. Okay, on 1 hour time frame, this is my draw on liquidity. I want to see if the order flow is still bearish or if the order flow is bullish. Now you can see this candle, right? You have this FUG here. Market tapped it and it's closing, so we're expecting for this low to be taken, right? And if this low should close below, it's now an order block. Close below, we now have this as order block. This is in going towards New York section. This is 1 hour time frame, and this is the beginning of the third candle, and you can see this is 2 a.m. London, and 2 a.m. London displaced, and this is 4 a.m. during London. Tap into this FUG and drop lower, closing below this order block. Now we have 2 PD arrays. We have this order block and have this FUG. Now this is 6 a.m. I'm going to wait for 7 a.m. candle to open, and this is 7 a.m. Now 7 a.m. candle has opened and it's closed already. You can see this is FUG that 7 a.m. candle has opened now. And from the inception, if I want to explain more thing, you can see that we have buy side liquidity taken from this zone, and we have FUG this closed below from this zone, and we have market structure shifts. This is now a breaker. This is now a breaker, and everything is happening inside of this FUG, right? So now, having this structure in mind, we are clearly bearish. Buy side liquidity is taken, IFUG created, break below, giving a market structure shift, and this is now a breaker. FUG paired to this place. This candle tapped into this and respected perfectly and closed below. we saw this candle close. Now this FUG now in line with this order block is where I'm anticipating for New York section to come in, give me an entry, and we go towards this drawn liquidity. So that is what I have going in mind. Now having that in mind, I'm going to go to 1 minute time frame. Now on the 1 minute time frame, don't forget this is our FUG and this is our draw on liquidity below this point. So I want to see markets at 8 a.m. on 8:30 opening come into this FUG and give me a reaction, then I know I'm going bullish. So let's play price and see. This is 8 a.m. opening. This is 8 a.m. opening. You can see we have this FUG first. I want to see a deeper retest of this FUG, not just something little. Now we've gotten a deeper retest. This is now a deep retest. Now first thing first, before I engage, I want to see if price is going to close below these lows first. If price should close below this low, then I still have this FUG because I don't want to see module of FUG. So I want to see price close below these lows and before I think of going in. Now having that in mind, I'm still waiting for price. Okay, you can see we've had a change, but not really a nice one. You can see we closed below this order block, this FUG, and we also closed below this order block. So you may want to enter from this zone, but I promise you this is premature. You may want to enter like this, but this is premature. I really want to see a deeper retracement closing below these lows and maybe closing below this FUG before I could trust this, because this is a PDR, yes, but we still have this order block stack here. We still have this stack of order block and we still have this FUG here. So I wouldn't trust this for now. So I'm just gonna wait. Okay, you can see this is an FUG and I think we are respecting this FUG at this moment. So if you're respecting this FUG, I don't want to see price close above this FUG, but this FUG should push price to close below these lows, and that is when I know that okay, I'm bearish and I'll be able to take the trade. Now it's coming. Okay, you can see right? So this FUG was fake. This FUG was supposed to be fake people out. So having that in mind now, I'm still bearish. I'm not changing my bias. I'm still bearish. I'm going to delete this now. Now at this moment, this was when I know okay, my trade is getting valid, because you can see we have this closure below this FUG. That's one. And we have this significant close. This is market structure shifts. Now this is market structure shift, and this is now a breaker, and we have this FUG right here now. So I want to see if market is going to create FUG around this point, then test the FUG, then closed below. I have this also. This is not yet closed below, so I'm just waiting for it. Okay, we have this FUG right here now. Have this FUG, yeah, that is good. And I want to see if market is going to dip here and closed below. I don't want to see market close above this point. I just want to see market retest this point and close below. And right now I think we are retesting this FUG, and I want to see a close below the FUG, because this FUG may be strong to push price ahead. But what I want to see is that if sellers are in control, I want to see markets come into this zone, then break below. Then that is when I know okay, sellers are now in control, and I will get my entry from this zone. That was the thought I had in mind, and that was everything I was waiting for before I could get into the trade. Now this happened. You can see this was a retest. So if we are bearish, we shouldn't close above this FUG. But if we are still bullish, this FUG should lead us to close into this, to close above this FUG. And now if we are bearish, market closing below this low, we are going to have order blocks here, because the series of up candle is going to become an order block. So I waited a bit, and you can see right now, you can see we've closed below this FUG, we've closed below this order block, and this FUG was the one that sponsored the move. I'm going to delete this FUG was the one that sponsored the move towards closing below this order block and this FUG. So right there, that was when I knew that, okay, I'm going in on the short, and my entry was around this order block, and my stop loss was, I think my stop loss was a bit above this. I think it was around this point, and I was aiming for 1 to 2 R. I was aiming for this around this low. So this was the process, this was everything, this was how I was able to find my buyers, and this was how I took the trade. So I'm going to play price now. I got in on this point, you can see, but here's the problem. I got in on this point. So when market displays now what happened on this trade is that I was analyzing, I trade NAS 100 on this trade, but due to the fact that I was messed up with my 905, so I got in on SM 500. So the trade ended up being a winning on NAS 100, but since the execution was on SM 500, it was a break-even trade. I was in profit, but the problem was that I was in on S&P 500 instead of NAS 100. So price created this FUG, right? So price created this FUG, and my stop loss was moved to break even at this point. Price created this FUG, so my stop loss was moved to break even. I was monitoring this NAS 100 on the chart, but on my MT5 it was S&P 500. So I kept my stop on break even. Then price came, tapped this, but on NAS on NMP 500 this week took me out on break even. This week was deep, and it took me out on break even. So, but on NAS 100 it wasn't that deep, and so this week took me out on break even on S&P 500. This was how it is, and it ended up being a winning trade. You can see, right? So that was what happened, and I'm going to show you. This is not cherry picked. This is not a hindsight lecture. This is not hindsight videos. I'm going to show you the live execution I took. So thank you for watching. Now you can see the live execution, right? This is a live execution, and this was the point where the S&P 500 took me out on break even, but on the charts NAS 100 was still in profit. If you watch this video to this moment, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for watching to this moment. And that was literally what happened on that chart. And lesson learned. Always, I have deleted my SM 500 from my MT5. That mistake's not going to happen again. And always cross check. Always cross check. Thank God it was a break even and not a loss. Lesson learned. Thank you, and see you in the next video.